Chosen one, listen carefully, because what I'm about to speak is not ordinary. Your pain has not gone unnoticed. Every tear you shed, every night you spent wrestling with despair, every moment you felt invisible, it has been purposeful. It has been shaping you, molding you, preparing you for something far greater than you could imagine. You were never meant to endure this alone. But the truth is, you were never meant to endure it in vain. Right now, there is a stirring in your spirit, subtle yet undeniable. A whisper of hope that breaks through even in the darkest hours. That whisper is not accidental. It is God's voice reaching you, saying, I see you. I am with you. I am redeeming your pain. You may have wondered why life seemed unfair. Why doors that should have opened remained locked. Why blessings others received so easily were delayed for you. It was not because you were less. It was because God's plan for you cannot be rushed. Every delay, every disappointment, every season of waiting has been calibrating your heart, refining your faith, and preparing you for a destiny that will astound the world. Today, I want to speak to you as one chosen one, marked one appointed for a higher purpose. The pain you endured was not punishment, it was preparation. And soon you will look back and see that every trial, every sorrow, every moment of uncertainty was a thread in the tapestry of your divine destiny. In this message, you will discover how God is redeeming what has been lost, how your tears are being transformed into testimony, and how your life is about to move from suffering into purpose. Listen carefully, because these revelations are meant to awaken something inside of you that has been dormant for too long. Your time of quiet preparation is ending. A new chapter is beginning. And the God who has never left your side is now moving to bring every promise into alignment with your life. You may not see him, but God has been orchestrating every step of your journey. Every challenge you faced was not random. Every delay was not oversight. The Creator of heaven and earth has been guiding you often, invisibly, always intentionally. This is not human coincidence, it is divine design. Hear this, the same God who parted seas, who calmed storms, who raised the dead, is the same God who has walked with you through your silent struggles. He has never turned away, never stopped believing in your potential, and never ceased preparing the path before you. Every tear you shed, every sleepless night, every whispered prayer, they have all been heard. God is speaking to you now through this message, not as a distant observer, but as an intimate guide. There is purpose in your pain, and there is meaning in your suffering. The hardships you endured were never meant to break you. They were meant to build you, like gold refined in fire. Your heart has been purified, your spirit strengthened, your faith made resilient. The divine intention behind your trials is profound. You were being shaped to carry a message, to fulfill a calling, to stand as a testimony of God's power, grace, and redemption. And now the moment is approaching when the unseen work of God in your life will manifest in ways that are unmistakable. What is coming is personal, yet it resonates far beyond you. It is part of a larger story, a story of redemption, breakthrough, and purpose that God is writing across the lives of those He has chosen. You are included in this story. You were chosen before the foundations of the world, appointed to shine as a beacon of hope for others, and prepared to transform pain into power. Listen closely, because the words you are hearing are more than encouragement. They are a prophetic unveiling of what God has prepared. Your journey is moving from the hidden, from the unseen, into revelation. And the message you will receive in the coming sections will awaken your spirit to recognize the divine hand moving in your life. You are not here by accident. You are not overlooked. You are seen, you are marked, and you are called. The God who never fails is about to redeem everything you thought was lost. Chosen one, The time is near for a release you have long awaited. The seasons of waiting, the nights of crying, the moments of uncertainty, they are coming to an end. God is about to redeem every tear you have shed, every disappointment that seemed unbearable, and every hope that seemed lost. Picture this, a golden light breaking through storm clouds, illuminating paths that once seemed blocked. That light represents the manifestation of God's promises in your life. What you have been enduring in silence is about to burst forth into visibility, into testimony, into transformation. The prophecy is this: your pain will not only be redeemed, it will become the foundation for your purpose. Those who underestimated your journey, those who doubted your potential, will witness the unfolding of divine favor. You will rise with strength and clarity, walking into assignments that have been prepared for you before time itself. There may be moments when the transition feels gradual, almost imperceptible. God's timing is meticulous, unfolding events with precision. Like a sculptor with patience, he chips away at every fear, every limitation, every insecurity, revealing the masterpiece beneath. What once felt like endless sorrow is actually the quiet work of shaping your destiny. You will begin to see signs, small yet undeniable, that God is moving. Doors that were locked will swing open. Opportunities will appear in unexpected places. Relationships that seemed distant or broken will align. Even the elements of your life that seemed chaotic or misaligned will begin to synchronize under divine orchestration. Know this, you are not alone. Angels have been assigned to guide you, protect you, and prepare the ground for your breakthrough. The same spirit that raised prophets, warriors, and pioneers of faith is at work within you. Every step you take now is directed by divine intention. Your pain has been the anvil, your faith the hammer, and your resilience the fire. Together they are forging a life that will carry influence, inspiration, and glory. Soon the story that once brought tears will bring triumph. Your testimony will not only declare God's goodness, it will illuminate His power to redeem every loss, every sorrow, every broken moment. Be ready to embrace this revelation fully with courage and expectation. What has been hidden will now be revealed. What was delayed will now be delivered. What was shattered will now be restored. And you, beloved, are standing at the threshold of this prophetic fulfillment. Chosen one, your journey has never been about mere survival. It has always been about transformation. Every tear, every trial, every night of uncertainty has been carefully orchestrated to teach your soul lessons that cannot be learned in comfort. Pain in God's hands is never wasted. It is the fire that purifies the storm, that strengthens, and the darkness that illuminates the hidden chambers of your heart. Think of your life as a great tapestry, each thread placed intentionally by divine hands. Some threads are vibrant gold, representing moments of triumph. Others are shadowed heavy with sorrow. But even those dark threads contribute to the beauty of the whole design. Without them, the masterpiece is incomplete. The spiritual principle behind your suffering is simple, yet profound: God redeems. Nothing is lost. Every tear, every heartbreak, every moment of isolation carries a seed of purpose. What felt like destruction was actually preparation. What seemed like delay was divine timing. And what you once viewed as weakness is now the very source of strength that will sustain you in your calling. Imagine a tree growing in the wilderness. The harsh sun, the rocky soil, the scarcity of water. These are not obstacles to the tree's life. They are the very elements that compel it to grow deep roots, to stretch toward the heavens, to reach its fullest potential. So it is with you. The challenges you faced were not punishments. They were conditions necessary for spiritual growth and divine alignment. Your pain has also been a veil hiding you from distraction and preserving the purity of your calling. In seasons of trial, God often places His chosen ones in quiet, secluded moments away from the noise of the world. Here in silence and solitude, your heart learns dependence on Him alone. Here faith is strengthened, vision is clarified, and purpose is revealed. Now you are entering a new season. The lessons of the past will converge with the promises of the future. Doors that were closed will open with divine precision. Opportunities that seemed unimaginable will appear. Relationships, careers, and callings will align according to God's perfect will. And every tear you once shed will shine as a testimony of God's faithfulness. Remember, there is sacred symbolism in every part of your journey. Storms are not signs of abandonment, they are signs of refinement. Closed doors are not signs of failure, they are signs of divine protection. Pain is not evidence of rejection, it is evidence of preparation. Your spiritual awakening is tied to the depth of your endurance. The deeper you've journeyed into pain, the more profound your revelation will be. The more faithfully you've held on in silence, the more visible your testimony will become. You are not just surviving, you are being equipped to thrive in the fullness of God's purpose. Understand this. God's redemption does not just cover the surface of your life. It penetrates every wound, every scar, every memory, transforming them into instruments of healing wisdom and influence. The pain you felt has meaning. The tears you cried have weight. And soon the spiritual harvest of your life will display God's glory in ways that are unmistakable, undeniable, and eternal. Beloved, God often speaks in whispers through subtle signs that confirm His presence and divine timing. You may have already begun to notice these indicators, though you may not have recognized their significance. They are appearing in your life right now, pointing to the fulfillment of what God has promised. First, you may notice a sudden clarity in your thoughts. Questions that once haunted you now have answers. Directions that seemed uncertain are becoming unmistakable. Your heart senses alignment, and your spirit recognizes the path before you. This is confirmation that God is guiding your steps. Second, doors are beginning to open in unexpected ways. Opportunities may arrive through chance encounters, long-forgotten connections, or sudden inspiration. Pay attention, these openings are not coincidences. They are divine appointments. Third, your inner peace increases even amidst external chaos. Situations that would once trigger fear or anxiety now feel manageable. There is a quiet confidence rising within you, a subtle assurance that God is orchestrating events on your behalf. Fourth, recurring symbols may appear, birds, lights, songs, or repeated numbers drawing your attention and reminding you that the unseen is at work. These signs are personalized, meant to anchor your faith and reveal that God is actively communicating with you. Fifth, relationships shift. Certain people will reappear in your life, others will fade away. These shifts are not a random. They are divine curation, preparing the environment for your purpose to flourish. Lastly, there may be moments of divine revelation during prayer meditation or even ordinary routines. A sudden insight, a vivid dream, or an unexpected feeling of guidance. These are confirmations that God is speaking and that your path is unfolding according to His timing. Recognize these signs and hold on to them. They are proof that your pain has not been wasted, that your suffering is being redeemed, and that God is preparing the breakthrough that you have long awaited. Even as God's promises approach, challenges remain. These obstacles are not meant to discourage you. They are tests of faith, endurance, and obedience. Every hidden struggle is part of the refining process, shaping you to receive the fullness of your destiny. Some challenges may be internal doubts, fears, or unresolved pain. Others may be external opposition, misunderstanding, or delay. But remember, these are not punishments. They are opportunities to deepen your trust in God. They are the crucible through which your character is purified. You may encounter moments when the world seems silent, when prayers appear unanswered, when doors remain closed. In these times, hold fast. God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating events and aligning your circumstances. What seems like stagnation is often preparation. Hidden enemies may attempt to undermine your progress. Temptations, distractions, and discouragements will arise. Stand firm. You are armed with divine insight, spiritual authority, and resilience forged through pain. Do not be shaken. Your perseverance will become a testimony of God's faithfulness. The challenges are part of the story, not the conclusion. Embrace them with faith, understanding that each struggle carries a lesson, a strengthening, and a hidden blessing. These moments are shaping you to receive what God has promised in the fullness of time. Chosen one, the path ahead requires action, not just expectation. God is calling you to prepare your heart, your mind, and your spirit for the breakthrough that is coming. This preparation is sacred, personal, and urgent. It is not about perfection. It is about alignment with His will and readiness to receive what He has already promised. First, cultivate stillness. In the silence, God speaks. Retreat from distractions that cloud your vision and steal your focus. Prayer, meditation, and reflection are your tools. Sit with your heart open, allowing the whispers of God to penetrate the layers of doubt and fear. In stillness, you will hear the directions that are invisible to the eye, but undeniable to the spirit. Second, renew your faith daily. Speak life over your circumstances. Declare truth over your pain. Remind yourself that every setback is temporary. Every trial has purpose, and every tear is being redeemed. Faith is not passive, it is active trust. With every affirmation, every step of obedience, you are aligning with divine timing. Third, guard your heart and mind. The enemy will attempt to distract, discourage, and deceive. Do not allow negativity, bitterness, or fear to root themselves in your spirit. Instead, cultivate joy, gratitude, and hope. Protect the sacred space within you, where God's light can dwell unhindered. Fourth, pursue divine wisdom. Seek guidance from the Word, from mentors, from spiritual insight. Decisions made in alignment with divine principles will bear fruit in unexpected and miraculous ways. Trust that God will illuminate the next steps and equip you with the discernment to navigate challenges. Fifth, act with courage. When opportunity arises, step forward boldly. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Perfection is often the enemy of progress. God honors initiative and obedience. Even small steps taken in faith signal readiness to receive greater things. Finally, embrace patience. Preparation is as important as manifestation. Allow God's timing to orchestrate events precisely. Your heart is being readied not just to receive blessings, but to steward them with wisdom, humility, and gratitude. These instructions are more than guidelines. They are divine strategies. Your faithfulness now determines the velocity of your breakthrough. The smallest acts of alignment, consistency, and obedience carry enormous spiritual weight. Trust the process. Follow these steps. And know that every action taken in faith is creating the foundation for God's promises to materialize in your life. Chosen one, know this: you are not alone. Every step you take, every tear you shed, every act of faith is being guarded by the Creator of the universe. Divine protection surrounds you like a fortress of light. Angels, unseen yet powerful, stand watch over you. Visualize a shield of golden light encompassing you, unyielding and impenetrable.